After Stalin took power in the Soviet Union, Trotsky and his followers created the Fourth International as an alternative to the Comintern. After an internal conflict in the Fourth International, a group of British members split into the Committee for a Workers' International Party. Then, in 2019, another split, creating the International Socialist Alternative. And all that war, debate, and struggle brings us here, to Gowanus, New York.
My name is Leon. I work full-time for Socialist Alternative, mostly deal with finances, the national finances, also on the National Committee, which is the national leadership of SA, the New York Executive Committee.
Hi, my name is Dante Flores, and my role in Socialist Alternative is that I am a member of the Queens organization.
I'm Gabe. I've been a member of Socialist Alternative for 6 years. I'm also currently on the New York Executive Committee.
My name is Marie. I'm a member of the Executive Committee of New York Socialist Alternative. I joined Socialist Alternative in 2018 because I was, a trans woman during the Trump administration. I was really concerned about the rise of the right wing, a lot of the attacks against trans people and queer people generally during the Trump administration, and kind of just the growing threat I think that comes to the lives of oppressed people from not having a really clear fighting alternative for working in oppressed people, and I just kind of knew if we want to win serious gains like Medicare for all, that would include trans inclusive healthcare or access to high quality public housing or guaranteed job protections for queer people, that we need to have a really broad multi-gender, multiracial working class movement to fight for those things. And I saw Socialist Alternative as an organization that was very clearly and principally fighting for those things.
Looking at what the labor movement is heading to, I think logistical workers around the country are going to step into struggle, and a lot of lessons need to be taken out of that. And if they have a very good approach to it, I think we can have a very historical year for the labor movement in the US. So
we're in the biggest city, one of the biggest cities in the world, and certainly this is the heart of finance capital, for instance, in the world. And the fact that we are in a global city, with that it does present some real unique challenges. We are definitely a small organization, so it's really what our key strength is our ideas and our ability to reach people with ideas about how do we push these movements forward and push our struggle forward, right?
A lot of my influences, I will say, politically are writers, just because that's kind of the milieu that I come out of. I would have to say that the biggest one who comes to mind at this moment is Eduardo Galeano. I think one of the biggest reasons why Galeano is one of my biggest influences is that in all of his writing, what Galeano understands is that I think that anyone on the left and anyone who calls themselves a socialist would do well to consider, is that the next phase of history belongs to the crowd, right? The next phase of history, you could say that in this era, as we are trying to build a new world out of the ashes and wreckage of capitalism, right? That can't be just an individualist project, right? No individual person can do that. It takes everybody working together and everybody telling their story together.